Hi, I'm Tim Gibson. I'm going to talk to you about how to measure yardage for concrete. And concrete is sold by the yard, so if you're doing a do-it-yourself project for concrete or for aggregate such as this patio here, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out the area that you need to put your slab in. Now, most slabs are about 4 inches thick. Depending on your application, what you're putting in there, it might be thicker. But if you're looking at a patio pad or something just out back or a sidewalk, then 4 inches is what you want to calculate for that thickness. Now, to get our cubic yards, what we have to do in this case is we want to see what's in this patio here, we would measure it. And this happens to be a 12 by 14 square foot pad. So what we would do is we would take 12 times 14 and calculate the square footage for that. Now with the thickness, 4 inches is a third of a foot. So whatever we calculate, so if we calculated 150 square feet, then the total cubic feet would be 1/3 of that. So we'd take the length times the width, get a square footage, and then multiply it by the 4 inches, which is 1/3 of a foot. And in that case, you'd get 50 cubic feet. Now to convert that to yards, what we've got to do is there's 3 feet in a yard, and of course in a cubic yard it would be 3 feet by 3 feet. 3 times 3 is 9. So we would take that 50 cubic yards and divide that by 9. And so you'd get roughly about 4.6, 4.7 cubic yards that it would take to do a patio this side. So again, to calculate how much concrete you would use for a project is you measure the length, the width to get the square footage, and then multiply it by whatever fraction of a foot the thickness is. In other words, 4 inch thick would be 1/3, 3 inch thick would be 1/4 of a foot, 6 inches thick would be 1/2 of a foot. So you get your cubic feet, divide it by 9, and that'll give you your cubic yards for what you need for your project. I'm Tim Gibson, and that's how to calculate cubic yards for concrete.